ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's an option look. Fighting for the end zone. Now the ball comes loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Here's the handoff. Sam Bam Cunningham. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The shotgun handoff here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this...
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him.
In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Off target and incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race.
Chris, how about...
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Huskers. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, this guy has a knack for the... Number 8. That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. And the quarterback dropping back. And they'll run it into the end zone until they go up by a touchdown here. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the offense trots back onto the field here. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket, and now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense recovers the fumble.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Cornhuskers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. First and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. Last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. And they hand it off to the back. Makes a nice move there. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Oh, and he's in the
You
clear now.
gotta be kidding.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominated at the line of scrimmage. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. And that'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. And the Huskers line it up with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short pass finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Because this is what I love about the legacy of the Nebraska linebacker is the ability to get after the quarterback like this. I mean, think about some of the guys that you and I have had a chance to watch wear that uniform. Back in the old days, it was that half jersey, right? Guys like Trev Alberts, Broderick Thomas, and Terrell Farley in the mid-90s on that national championship team. And Levante David, who's a great pro, but got it all started right there in Lincoln.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Pressure is coming. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum. And
he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 25. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Huskers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Pulls it in. It's Tate. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig it.
And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to launch it deep again. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. The Huskers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Graham.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. The offense really clicking here.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Pass caught, second down now.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. It's a shotgun run call. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion at the tight end. The gain was enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He stopped and he gets a 1st down.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. And the quarterback keeps it here. Fighting him off. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 1st down here for this offense. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down play coming up for this offense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Tries the right with a quick throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Good job here to be able to pick up first down yards by this Nebraska quarterback. And tell you, when it comes to the option, I don't know if there's anybody in the country that's had the history that Nebraska quarterbacks have had. Going back to the era of Tom Osborne, because every single time he put a quarterback out there, they had that ability to attack the defense with their legs. Think about Turner Gill, who won a national championship. Steve Taylor in the late 80s was outstanding. Tommy Frazier and what he was able to do, winning a national championship and running this same play.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place in a game.
And here comes a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. This should be the last play of the quarter. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Back to throw again. The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Caught quickly. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he fumbles. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up a first down.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. They stop him right at the 24.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing, a couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touch. Offense ready to start this drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the ball.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Makes the catch. It's Tate. And the defense wraps him up quickly. He got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Throws it to the right. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The Cornhuskers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this.
Touchdown, Huskers. And the beatdown continues. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes the knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Offense on the field to take over. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds the running back in the flat. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and short. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Lets it go quickly. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
He's running out of time here. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Bringing pressure. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful.